let's welcome to our Fulbright Executive Director, Dr. Randall Nadeau, to say something with everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Dr.
you,
Nadeau.
May. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ASU partners and all of our university participants from Taiwan. We're very pleased that you are joining this program. We think that you will get a lot out of it and you will benefit from a lot of experience at ASU in greeting people like you, university professors who want to improve their instruction. And of course, you have the added challenge of now doing everything in English. So this is going to be an adventure for you. I think you'll really enjoy being with our partners in ASU, and welcome to the team. Congratulations on your selection. I won't stay for the whole meeting, but I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Thank you, May.
Dr. Nadeau. And I would like to just take a moment to share for today's meeting outline with everyone. And we encourage you to ask any question and share your thought and your activity participant in today's section. We want this to be an informative and interactive experience for everyone. So, and right now, just let's welcome to our ASU representative, Alyssa Nostra, to say something with everyone. Welcome.
Thank you, May. And Randall, I'm sorry I didn't see you before, so hello, it's lovely to see you again. I'm so looking forward to this program, and I'm really happy, and ASU is really happy to be a part of it. It's such a unique opportunity. What's so unique is the opportunity to learn from each other. So thank you, May, and I'll turn it right back over to you, and let me know when you're ready for me to start our presentation.
Okay. I think, Alyssa, we can just move for your section. We can just start your section, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen if that's all right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so again, welcome for the English Medium Instruction Faculty Institute for the January 2024 program at ASU, also sponsored by Fulbright Taiwan. And I'd like to actually just start by introducing myself. My name is Alyssa Nostis. I'm a senior global educator at Arizona State University, ASU, Global Launch. Global Launch is the university's training unit for international professionals and students. And I am going to be the program director for this program here at ASU. And I've also had the opportunity last year, actually, to work with a group of professors from NSYSU and other universities. They came for a 2-week program here at ASU, and it was quite successful, and it was such a great experience for us. So we're very much looking forward to this group. And I'm actually going to be gone for part of the program, but I have a great team of instructors working with me. And I'm going to turn this over right now actually to Caitlin. So Kate, if you wanted to just introduce yourself.
Sure. Yeah, I will just say a quick hello. My name is Caitlin Decker. I'm also a senior global educator with ASU's Global Launch. Actually, a lot of people call me Kate, so feel free to use that name with me. And I participated in the program last year, assisting the instructors, and I will be the academic lead, so leading the workshops and the programs on the Tempe campus. And I can't wait to see you all in January. I'll turn it over to our other instructor. One of our instructors, Vincent, can't join us tonight, but Dr. Kodri is here.
Hello. Hi, my name is Asri Nurul Qadri, but people usually just call me Achi, so you can call me Achi. I also work at Global Launch. I graduated from ASU and went straight to Global Launch. because I love working at ASU. And I will be doing the instructions with Vincent in the program. So I really look forward to meeting all the professors, and I'm so excited about this program. Thank you.
Yeah, and Vincent was sorry he couldn't join us today, but he also actually was an integral member last year with the program. And he and I also actually just visited Taiwan just about a month ago. And we visited NSYSU. And so that was just we had a lovely experience, and we got to see Fonda and Randall, and it was just such a great experience for us. So, but let's move on a little bit to oh, sorry, and one more person. Sorry, I don't want to forget her. She's very important to this as well. So Erin, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hi, everybody. It's such a great pleasure to meet you, and more so in January when you come. So my name is Erin, Erin McCloskey, and I'm a program coordinator at Global Launch. And my job is just to try and make sure that everything runs smoothly and that you have a wonderful time.
Okay, thank you, Erin. Yes, she does all the logistics, so she's just amazing with all of that organization. So what we're going to talk to you a little bit today about is a little bit about Arizona and ASU, some of the program details, preparation for arrival, actually arriving at our airport here, some accommodation and meals, and first day of program, and then also a little bit about our ASU student code of conduct, medical insurance, shopping, and then leaving it open for questions. So just so you know, if you haven't been to Arizona, we're actually located right outside of Phoenix in a smaller city called Tempe. And Phoenix is a very large city. It's the 5th largest city in the United States. And we're famous for our desert climate in the south and its canyons and forests in the north. Okay, so just about our university because we love it here so much, but you can see some of the statistics around ASU in terms of our innovation and our prestige and our patents and so on. And so a little bit about the program that you are going to be a part of. So the program is actually going to be focusing on further developing our EMI student-centered teaching techniques, modifying existing lesson plans and course materials, also observing ASU classes, and we're going to match you with professors that are in your specific disciplines. We're also going to be visiting some educational and cultural sites and creating an action plan that will help you to implement some of the things that you've learned with us. And just some of the workshops that you will be engaged in, those include best practices, modifying materials, modifying lesson plans, preparing teaching demos, actually giving teaching demos, doing action plans, as I said. Some of the site visits that we might visit include Dreamscape Experience, which is our famous VR lab, the Biodesign Institute, and as well the Luminosity Lab, which is focused on business and innovation. And then we'll have some cultural visits as well, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then also observations. So the daily schedule is about every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 p.m. But I put an asterisk because you might, for example, if you're observing a professor, a class might start before 9 a.m. Or it might be, for example, the observation happens after 3 p.m. Or if we go on, for example, a cultural visit, that might last longer than till it might go after 3 p.m. So that's just something to keep in mind, but we will try to keep more or less within this schedule of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. And I think, Randall, you have a question? Oh, I'm sorry, you're muted.
I do have a question. I have on my calendar that day 1 is Monday, January 13th. Is that
Yes,
correct?
that's correct. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Okay.
I think you're muted, Alyssa.
Oh. Yes, can you hear me? Oh, sorry, you're muted now.
There, now. I was saying the Monday that you're talking about is Monday, January 13th. Is that
Yes,
correct?
that is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, no problem. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so we are going to go on some cultural visits as well. On Monday, January 20th, we're going to go to the Grand Canyon, and that's actually an all-day trip. And that will definitely not follow the 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. schedule because the Grand Canyon is north of us. And Monday, January 20th is also a national holiday here. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so we're going to be using that opportunity because the university will be closed to go to the Grand Canyon, which I think is always a highlight of coming to Arizona. And we're also going to be visiting the Heard Museum of Indigenous Arts, which is quite a famous museum here, and it's really quite an experience. And then we also have the opportunity, for example, to go to the ASU Art Museum. And there are a lot of other areas or sites that you can visit that I think you'll really enjoy here on your own time. Okay, so when you're preparing to arrive in Arizona, we just wanted to let you keep a few things in your mind, which includes, for example, the weather. So you are coming to a great place in January. Our average temperatures are 18 degrees Celsius during the day and 5 degrees Celsius at night. So it does get a little bit chilly here because we're a desert, but the daytimes are really beautiful. The Grand Canyon, however, will be a little bit chillier. It's going to be probably average temperature at that time is 14 degrees Celsius, and there's always a slight chance of rain or snow. So just one thing to keep in mind, even though it's 18 degrees, sounds like great weather, it is a desert, so it's very important to stay hydrated. So it's always great to have a water bottle with you, and we have water stations where you can refill. Sunscreen, hat, umbrella, sunglasses, and lotion. We use these year round here because we are in a desert. Okay, and so we're going to include in an email that we send to you a detailed packing list, but we do have in that list, we recommend what kind of clothing you can bring and what you should bring here, so you can see what our recommendations are. So we will send this to you. But do keep in mind you want to bring appropriate clothing for the Grand Canyon. So that it probably might be, you might want to bring some boots or hiking boots. You won't actually do real hiking, but the trail is uneven, so it's always a good idea to bring that. Probably a warmer coat as well because it will be chillier up there. And comfortable shoes for walking. Our campus is very large, so you will be doing a lot of walking. So please bring comfortable shoes. If you stay at the hotels that we're recommending, you could bring a swimsuit as well. We're going to have a closing ceremony, so of course you could bring something nice to wear if you'd like. A water bottle, prescription medication, personal electronics like a laptop or a tablet, and electronic plug adapters, and vaccination documentation. Okay, so these are some packing suggestions that we have. And now I'll turn it over, I think, to Erin. Is this you, Erin?
Yeah,
Or is
I
this,
think this is,
okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna turn this over to Erin.
Okay, so we're expecting you to arrive at Phoenix Sky Harbor on January 11th, a Saturday. And there's really just two terminals at Sky Harbor. It's either Terminal 3 or Terminal 4. And then once you collect your bags, you'll exit the terminal, you'll go to the outside walkway, and you will be able to pick up a ride share, either Uber or Lyft or taxi. So there's quite a few hotels in the vicinity of ASU on the Tempe campus, and there's two particular that we're going to highlight, but we are going to share with you the ASU preferred hotel list. So you can choose from that list, and those are all discounted rates. They're also approved ASU hotels. They're safe, they're clean, and they have really great amenities. In particular, one of the newer ones is the Hyatt House, and that's on the north side of the campus. This is the rate that they're offering, $175 a night. And that's either single or double occupancy, meaning that you can either have the room for that or you can share the room for that price. Breakfast is included. There's a pool and fitness center, and we have some pictures, but you obviously can look at the website and get a much better feel of, all the amenities that that the Hyatt House offers. The other hotel that we really like, and our group last year stayed at the Graduate Hotel. It's not as new as the Hyatt, but it's got a lot of convenient. It's a convenient location. It's kind of a chic boutique type of feel, and everybody really has enjoyed their stay there. That price is also for either single or double occupancy. They have the pool and a fitness center. It's a little bit smaller, but it's quite nice. But again, those are just the two that we really like because they're so close to ASU. They're walking distance, and since you're going to be doing a lot of walking, it's nice that your hotel not be too far. That means you don't have to take light rail or bus or any other kind of public transportation. So, Alyssa, would you be able to share that link in the chat? This is the ASU Preferred Hotels. All you need to do is choose the Tempe campus when you find that website, and you'll see that there's about 7 or 8 hotels that are all recommended. Okay. One thing we would like to ask is that when you do choose which hotel you would like, that we can get that information. It really helps us to know where you're staying, just so that we can kind of keep our eye on you and make sure that you're in a good location. There will be something in the emails coming to you that will give you a link to update that information once you have it. So here's a kind of a view of so if you look at ASU Tempe, it's about a square mile. And so at the north of the campus, you'll see the Hyatt House. And the ASU, the big arena is right there. Light rail is right there. It's on one of the biggest and busiest corners, and close to grocery stores and other convenient, lots of restaurants and things like that. If you move towards the center of that square, that is where our office is. It's called Creativity Commons. All of the buildings at ASU have acronyms, and so CRTVC stands for Creativity Commons, and that's where you will be going every day. So we're located really nice in the center of campus, right next to the ASU bookstore, right next to the Sun Devil Fitness Center. And so again, it's in the center of the campus. Now, the Graduate Hotel is a little to the south, and it is also a walking distance. It's about 5 minutes to get to our offices. So that just kind of gives you a feel of what 2 of these hotels on the ASU Preferred Vendor hotel list are, and kind of where they are in relation to our office. So there are many dining halls. We just put 2 here just to give you kind of an idea. If you choose the Hyatt, breakfast is included. The Graduate, you can choose to have the breakfast included or not, or wherever you do decide, that may depend. But once you get to campus, there is plenty of dining options. We have probably 4 dining halls. These are just 2. One, Manzanita, is super close to the Hyatt, and the Pitchfork, which is in the MU, is closer to the Graduate. So we just show you those as 2 possible options depending on where you stay. And you would be paying with a credit card or cash. These are generally the prices. I think these are still accurate. I don't know if they're going to adjust that a little for 2025, but we can let you know. So not only are there dining halls, because it's a big campus, there are lots of venues. There are from everything from Mexican style food, American food, pizzas, bagels, everything. And so all throughout campus, there's locations, but most of them are located at the Memorial Union. So the first day of program is Monday, January 13th, and we will meet you at the Creativity Commons lobby, and there we will go on a tour. We'll show you the main the main sites of the campus, just so that you have a better sense of where you are and where things are going to be. The good news is most of our classes, actually all of our classes, other than your observations, will be in Creativity Commons. So once you know where that is, then for the 2 weeks you will have a compass. After our tour, so we do recommend, like Alyssa said, please bring comfortable clothes and comfortable shoes for that walking. We'll come back to Creativity Commons. We'll have a new student registration. That's where we will actually have some technology assistance in case you had any troubles activating your ASU ID account, emails, passwords, things like that. And we'll also help you if you had any trouble with uploading your vaccination record. After that, we will have lunch, and we will give you another orientation with some other information. And then we'll plan to go to the Sun Devil Fitness Center, where we will do a kind of a team building. It's always really fun. So what we ask you to bring, go ahead and bring your passport. When you apply, you will be entering your emergency contact information, but we do just ask to see it, just so if there's any changes, we can just make sure that in case there's any problems or anything like that, we know who you would like us to contact. And then a cell phone and a laptop or something that you can connect. So this is the ASU Code of Conduct. We will give you a link so that you can read this. This is super important, mainly to know that it is a smoke-free and it's a dry campus. So even if you are over 21, which I think most of us are, this applies to all of us. So as part of your program, you will be enrolled in the medical insurance at Global Launch, and you will, your medical insurance is United Healthcare, and it will cover you from, it will cover you from the day you arrive. So those dates aren't quite right, but from the day you arrive, January 11th. So in case there's anything that happens and when you arrive, you need to have medical help, you'll be covered until the day you leave, which is the 25th. Okay, and you'll get an insurance card. I will send you a electronic copy, but we'll also have printed out for you so that you can have that in your wallet if that would be something that you would like. Okay, thank you. So you have to know, in the United States, not all visits are completely covered. In United States, there's usually a copay. Sometimes there's a deductible. And usually I'll give you just a general idea that maybe it's $10 or $20 on a visit to a doctor. Now, the ASU Health Service is located on campus, and that's open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And they also have telehealth. They have over 20 physicians, nurse practitioners, and all sorts of different specialties are there. You can walk in if you are not feeling well, or you can make an appointment. Usually it's not difficult to be seen the same day. Just to note that it's not a pharmacy, but there are pharmacies located very close to campus. So that's again why Alyssa mentions to please bring your own prescription, because it's just easier that you have any medication that you need, and you won't have any problems finding that. Now, just notice that vision and dental are not covered by this insurance. This is just medical. Okay. So again, I kind of touched on this. All you would bring is your proof of your student ID, which you will receive on that first day, and the medical card, which we will be giving you as well. And it's also conveniently located. It's in the very center of campus. It's a very nice clinic, and it's on our main walk called Palm Walk, which you will soon know and love. So this is always an important question. Where can we go shopping? So there's lots of places nearby. We have the regular stores like Walmart and grocery stores, and Trader Joe's is a big hit with so many people, and that's very close to the Hyatt Place and campus. And then a bus ride from ASU, probably maybe a 15-minute bus ride. There's a Walmart, there's Safeway, and there's two main shopping malls. There's the Tempe Marketplace, which is actually, it's got movie theaters and it has all sorts of restaurants as well as shopping like Target and Ross and Kohl's and I don't know, not Kohl's, Nordstrom. So there's some really nice close and convenient places for you to shop. A little higher end is Scottsdale Fashion Square, which has more exclusive stores. So we have the first step for you is we need you to go ahead and submit your application. So this, Alyssa, did you want to share that in the chat? This is an application to your program. So all you need to do is click on that link and fill that out.
Or you can scan this QR code as well. Sorry. So this will just, right, so Erin, this will just get you into the system, into our ASU system, so that we can start generating, for example, the IDs and the
Yes.
health insurance cards and everything.
Yeah, so once you submit your application, then it'll go through admissions, and like Alyssa said, then you'll be getting an email, and it will have your ASU ID number. It will have your As You Right, which is your special ASU what would you call it, username. And then we will give you, then you will be getting another email from ASU, which is how to activate that. And then you'll be getting emails from me. So you'll be getting a lot of information. So we ask you to please look in your spam or your junk folders, because sometimes these emails will go there and people will be like, I didn't get anything. So I'd ask you to please check there. I'll be able to see once you've applied, and I'll be able to make sure that we have all the information that we need. But if you fill out that application as it shows, then I think that you will be really good on your first step to getting into ASU's system. I know we covered a lot of information, didn't we?
Yeah, I think, yes. I'm sorry, I'm having problems. Yeah, going to the next, oops, sorry. It's not letting me go to the next slide. Okay. But I think that was it, right, Erin?
Yeah, it really is just questions now, and then we would just see if we can answer your questions. And we've given you so much information, just so you know, there will be lots of, we will break it down into steps in our emails, and you'll have my email address to ask any questions as well.
Okay, thanks like ASU partners for giving us this, kindly introduction about like your school. While while professors are filling the information, there's one professor asked, does he need require an I-20?
So we weren't sure about that. So because from what we understand, Taiwan is an ESTA nation, is that correct? So what does that mean in terms of, do you know what that means in terms of the visa?
Professor?
Kevi can answer that question.
Yes. Hi, Elisa. So I
Hi,
will just
Kelly, it's
answer
so
the
nice to
question.
see you.
Yeah. So I don't think we need I-20 for the training, because we only stay there for 2 weeks, and only for the education training. So this is part of the requirement for ESTA. So So we don't need to really apply for the I-20 part, but I think we will have a PowerPoint for everybody to apply for STEP. So we highly recommend you apply for your STEP before December 31st, because it only take like a few hours, or maybe within like 3 days you can receive your visa, and you can use STEP to get into the US. So I don't think it's a problem for everybody, and I-20 is not necessary.
Do you know, Kevin, are they going to need an invitation letter or anything?
Yeah. That's something I will write an email to you,
Okay.
that we will need an invitation letter, just in case when they get into the US, the customs will ask them to prove that why they are going to the US.
Okay.
I'll be glad to create that invitation letter for you. We do that for many
Okay.
visa waiver or B visa applicants. Somebody did ask if we have a car, can we park? So yes, there are lots of parking garages. That's the good news. The bad news is that parking at ASU is very expensive. So it's $16 a day, so it's $4 an hour. And after 4 hours, it goes to $16. So it caps at $16. And so there are plenty of parking garages that you can park at. And if you're sharing a car, then maybe that's not too much of an expense. The other option, if you have a car, is that you can park in an area called Park and Ride, and then you can either walk into campus, or you can take the light rail, or there is a free trolley that also runs along some of our roads that Apache up and around the campus that you could get onto, and that goes like every 15 minutes. But that's just to say that parking is expensive.
Mhm.
There is not a 2-week parking permit. It is unfortunate. It's a daily parking cost. Okay, so for the MMR, that's the only vaccination. You need proof of 2 MMRs, and you will see in our first email letter to you, it will have the MMR information that you will need. But ASU requires that everyone that is on campus in classroom must have proof of MMR.
Somebody asked, is there an MMR form that we can fill out?
So ASU, because of privacy, they will actually ask you to upload your MMR to your health portal. That can only happen once you get your ASU ID and you're able to access your account. Then you'll be able to upload that MMR, proof of your MMR on your health portal. It sounds pretty complicated, but we are also very glad to help you. When you get here, we'll give you instructions on how to do it online. We'll give you a video to show you how it's done. And if you have any problems, please don't worry. We'll be glad to help you upon arrival. That's a great question. So if you look at the if you look at the ASU preferred vendor, and you actually go in and you put those are the prices that they are offering as an ASU preferred hotel. The Hyatt, if you are interested, they said that they would provide us a booking link. So I think once you let us know which hotel you'd like, then we will request that booking link from the Hyatt, and we will share it with you. The graduate will not provide a booking link. They said just go on the ASU preferred vendor, those lists, and book it through that website that Alyssa shared with you.
Is there any other questions?
Yeah. Is any professor have any question? If you don't have any question, we will just move in the folder info session from our Fulbright team. Maybe to tell us what it is.
So the question was, so the one hotel, the graduate, you can book that hotel through the ASU preferred list, the website that we shared with you. The Hyatt says that they will provide us with a booking link. So if that is your interest, if that's the one, you can check and see what the price offered is offered on that website. And if it's different than the price, the 185, or I think that was it 171, then just let me know. And but they said that they would provide us a booking link. So we're glad to do that once we know your preference.
And Erin, we will be sending, right, we will be sending you a Google form soon with just asking about your hotel preference, as well as things like any dietary restrictions.
Yes, because for the welcome lunch and our closing ceremony, we will be providing those meals for you, and we just want to make sure that we take into account anything that you might not be able to eat.
And Kevin, I think there's a question in the chat for you about ESTA. So
I think about sorry, I think that ESTA the information we will just talk with professor for letter section. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So is any professors have any questions right now? Because we will need to move for another section for introduce some some information for you about the visa, ESTA, and some another thing. Yeah.
Is that, I
think that's for us. So
yeah,
you
I
won't,
think that's because of the application.
so you won't be getting you will see there's an option for visa. Let me see.
Here, let me just share my screen really quickly. And I will. So I think this is the question, right, Erin? So in the application that we've asked you to fill out, we have here, I think this is the area, right? That maybe there's a question about, is that correct? I think that's the only time that it's asked, right? Erin, do you know? Sorry.
Sorry, I thought
You
no, you're done. So you would just say you do not need an I-20, right? because you do not. You'll be coming on your either the visa, the ESTA.
Yes, but on my page it asked, are you applying for a visa?
Right. So you would choose from that, you would choose visa waiver.
Yeah, you should hopefully have the option for visa waiver.
I can't see that little, yeah. Let me see.
Okay, and they're saying, yes, we have the visa waiver option. Yes, so great. Thank you for asking that question. We don't want to have any confusion.
Great.
There was also a question saying, is there metro or light rail or buses connecting between ASU and the airport? Yes. There
Okay.
is light rail between the airport and the ASU campus. Depending on which hotel you book, I believe there's also hotel shuttles, but I'm gonna stop talking and refer back to Erin.
So it's a difficult thing. There's not very many airport shuttles. The Graduate used to have one, but they no longer, it's out of service. Hyatt does not offer one. So there is actually a SkyTram that can take you from your terminal to the light rail station. You can take that. Again, it's like Caitlin said, though, is where is your hotel? So I can send you some information, but the metro and the public transportation is called Valley Metro. And Valley Metro, there's an app, and there's also a way to plan trips. You just need to have your addresses, and then you can, but I just can't imagine with your luggage, how far you would want to walk. So, but maybe I can just share that link, or let me pull it up here really quick.
I got it.
Oh, okay. So there is light rail, and you do need now an account with Valley Metro. You can just get the Valley Metro app on your phone because it's no longer takes paper. It's only you can only purchase your light rail or your bus through passes on your cell phone.
And just so you know, we're actually very close to the airport. So the Tempe campus is about, I would say 10 to 15 minutes, depending on traffic. So if you do end up taking an Uber or Lyft or even a taxi, it probably won't cost you that much. I mean, depending on what time you arrive as well, but it probably won't cost you that much money if you decide to stay near the Tempe campus. Yes. Yes, these are great. The Orbit buses, they're these, well, some of them are small blue buses or some of them are very large buses now, but they are free and they go all throughout Tempe. So,
And you can see those on the Valley Metro. It will tell you if your route is covered by one of those free buses. It'll say Orbit, Mars, Venus, one of those.
mhm.
All right. If there's no other questions, let's move on to next section because it's really late at the Arizona right now. So really, really like thanks as your partner for participate, like join us that late. How? So let's move on to the other next section. Thank you. And then
and we really appreciate as your representative to come for the today's meeting to share some information. So because we will need to move another section, so I think that section you guys can just leave for that section.
Okay, thank you. And we do appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing everyone in January.
Thank you, Alyssa and
Bye.
team.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
everyone.
Lisa.
Bye.
好，各位老师，我们接下来就是会有后续我们为大家准备的简报的解说。对，请等我们一下，谢谢。好，各位老师，就是我们目前先就是开始我们基金会这边的一个简报说明。那请各位在场参与的老师帮我们加入到就是这个 LINE 的群组里面。那请老师们加入 LINE 的群组里面之后，请帮我们在群组的记事本里面回复您的大学及中文姓名。举例来讲，中山大学邱怡玲 Ellie Chu 这样子。再请就是各位老师帮我们先做这样子的动作，谢谢。请老师们帮我们留一下您这边的英文名字，比如说像Ellie、秋或者像妹妹这种的英文名字，不是罗马拼音的那种，这样子。再麻烦老师帮我们提供一下，谢谢。
麻烦老师们到记事本里面下去做留言登记哦，因为讯息的话可能会洗掉，所以就是请老师到记事本里面做留言登记，谢谢。
也跟老师们说明一下，最主要就是我们会希望先收集老师的英文名字的原因，是因为我们事后也可以提供给 美国校方这边了解老师们的就是英文名字是为何，那就是到时候在做课堂活动的称呼的时候会比较容易这样子，所以就是请各位老师帮我们留下您的英文名字，谢谢。好，我们已经看到许多老师就是加入我们群组了。那这个群组我们就是会与老师们会密切的联系。那不管是在就是老师们到达美国的当天，或者是说就是开始上课的这14天的日子里面，还有后续而后的一些回台的事宜，我们会在这个群组里面跟老师们有一些交流跟一些通知等等这样子的一些事宜这样子。那我们先开始就是跟老师们说明一下，我们就是会在这14天里的培训里面的一些要注意的事项跟一些事宜。第一个部分就是我们希望如果老师如果是在美国时间1月11号到达美国亚利桑那州的天普的话，请就是各位的培训的老师，如果是就是自己是预定自己饭店的话，那如果你们到达饭店的话，也让我们就是随行的基金会人员就是知道老师们已经到达美国，也到达您就是预定的饭店。那正如就是我们刚刚也有报告说，我们于美国时间1月13号当天早上的9点，会就是与各位老师就是与 ASU 的指定的集合地点碰面。像刚刚有提到是9点，所以也请老师帮我们注意一下当天集合的时间。那我们也会在就是赖群组上面做一个就是提醒的动作。那也请老师们帮我们注意一下，就是参与课程啊、学校参访跟校方安排的文化体验等等。就是如果因为身体状况无法参加的话，也请老师就是跟我们基金会的 同仁这边就是说明一下。那我们也希望就是参加课程、学校参访，还有文化体验的这些等等的活动，也希望以就是团进团出的方式。对，好，下一页。下一页。然后刚刚也有很多老师就是在询问 Visa 的部分，那老师们就是这次此趟的培训我们是适用于美国免签证计划的 Visa Waiver 的 Program， 是 VWP， 那我们统称就是 ESTA 的旅行授权电子系统。那我这边就是已经有帮老师们有找到说，其实这个 ESTA 的系统有提供苹果的 Apple Store 可以直接下载 App， 然后就是下载他们 App 之后可以进入做一个申请。那如果老师你的手机是 Google Play 的话，也可以就是扫那个 QR code 嘛，就是透过 Google Play 这边下载 APP， 然后进入 App 里面做一个申请的动作。那我们就是建议各位的培训老师，希望就是老师们可以于就是2024年12月底之前，就是申请完毕就是 ESTA 的这些事宜。因为如果就是太晚申请的话，怕就是有时候会有就是一些状况发生，那就是预留一些时间，就是弹性的时间，让自己就是自己的签证这边能在一个弹性的时间内完成，这样就比较不会感觉到很焦虑这样，因为所需的时间也要72个小时。对，好，下一页。那我们刚刚就是提供老师们的是有2个 QR code， 那是用手机 App 做申请。那如果老师们觉得说用手机 App 做申请也有点好像不太方便，这边也可以透过官网这边做申请的部分。那申请的就是的相关教学，如果已经有 ESTA 还要申请嘛？应该是说也要看老师们就是之前申请过的 ESTA 有没有过期，如果有过期的话就要重新申请这样子。那就是如果第一次申请 ESTA 的老师们，也可以等一下会把这份简报分享给各位老师，所以老师也可以透过我们的这个简报里面，根据步骤教学这边做一个申请的动作。好，下一页。然后就是因为老师们就是我们入境美国就是会有一些需要跟海关这边说的事情，所以因为美国政府为反恐实施就是美国访客及移民身份显示的系统，所以到时候我们老师们在跟入海关的时候，也可以就是跟海关说，我们这次来美国的目的是什么。那我们这边也是有一些guideline也提供给老师们做参考，就是可以跟海关这样子说。所以这个部分也请老师帮我们就是留意一下这样子。好，下一页。那再来是 duty 的部分是在这边最主要是说老师们参与了我们这次的海外研习之后，回国之后我们会有一些就是应该是说也不是旅行音乐，就是希望老师们可以帮忙我们就是做的一些事情，是我们也邀请就是培训的师长们，就是可能我们会在明年5月会有一个 overseas training 的 presentation， 所以也希望就是老师们可以到时候受邀各位老师们参与这样子的部分，跟各个老师们分享说在ASU 这边所受训的一些心得，然后应用与收获。然后后续就是回国之后，我们也会提供给各位老师，就是我们培训回馈的调查。那也到时候也会请老师们帮我们做一个 survey 的填写，这样。好，下一页。好，再来就是到美国这边，我们就是有记了一些现在这边有记录一些 reminders 给老师们这边做参考，主要有几项是药品跟健康，就是如果老师们有自己所具有的那个慢性病的药物啊，或是等等药物，我们希望老师们能在 来到培训，有时候可以带在身上。那就是诚如一开始我们这边讲，如果身体不适的话，也请第一时间让我们就是随行的人知道就是老师的状况。那第二个部分就是天气衣着的部分，也诚如刚刚 SU 的校方代表这边也有提到说天气的状况。那我这边其实有在前几天透过这个天气网站已经查询，就是2025年1月份未来的天气状况。那这个 QR code 也可以请老师们就是扫进去看说，就是未来的确切的天气状况为何。这个天气网站非常推荐给各位老师们做参考。那就是衣着部分，除了就是洋葱式穿法之外，也希望老师们能带一套正式的服装，就是结业的时候我们可能就是会可以穿着，然后大家可以也是到时候可能会有一些拍照啊，会等等一些场合上的运用。再来就是出入境的规定，也请老师们帮我们查阅，就是财政部关务署的一些就是一些 guideline 啊，跟一些规定。那餐食的部分，我们这边其实是有大概跟列出就是小费制度的部分。那其实小费的部分还是以实际状况就是给予小费，那这个都只是参考，让老师们做一些参考，就是心里有一个准备这样子。再来是电话卡的部分，就是老师们也可以就是看说以自己目前门号的漫游方案，或是说就是可以直接就是买吃到饱的美国预付卡。那现在其实也有就是 eSIM， 就是不需要就是拔卡的那种 SIM 卡，所以老师们就是也可以先确认一下自己的手机是否适用于 eSIM， 那可以在网络上这边做购买。还有消费的，再来是消费的部分是可以，就是老师也可以带现金，也可以刷卡。那就是记得就是也要了解，就是自己的刷卡的信用卡是不是适用于国外消费这样子。那上课的部分，我们会是建议老师就是在此趟的培训能期待个人的笔电或是平板，就是以便就是上课做笔记以及准备 final presentation 的部分。再来就是伴手礼这个部分，其实就是不强求，就是以个人意愿准备。就是如果就是各位老师们就是可能想要跟美国校方这边的老师们就是有些互动交流的话，也可以就是准备就是一些台湾的纪念品。那这个再次强调，这个不强求，就是个人意愿准备。那最后一个部分就是我们前面也有提说，希望老师们能团进团出参加所有的课程与观摩，因为其实美国的治安就其实也不如台湾，所以就是我们希望如果老师们就是如果也有自己出去买东西就是 shopping 的话，也建议就是以双人为单位，就是结伴同行，因为就是避免就是单独行动，就还是要就是在美国就是保护自己的人身安全这样子。好，下一页。好，那这是我们这页是 tracking list， 就是我们统整刚刚所讲的，就是的一些内容的 summary。那就是希望老师们也可以透过这个 tracking list， 就是确保自己所携带的物品是不是就是都有准备齐全。那所以这份就是简报，我们事后也会提供给参与的师长。对。那刚刚其实比较没有提到的是说，要准备一份就是照片，或者是就是影印，就是你的护照影印。那这边就是也跟老师们就是建议跟提醒说，就是如果真的在美国护照不见的话，还是要做申办，所以就是建议老师们带自己的大头照。以及影印事前影印就是您这边的护照的页面这样子，以备可以申请在美国申请这样子。好，下一页还有吗？好，就是谢谢老师们的聆听。那我们就是希望能在 ASU 就是跟老师们一起成长跟学习，所以就像我这边也有准备的最后一句话，就是 Let's keep growing and inspire together。所以我们就是一起努力，一起学习，一起加油。那如果老师有在这部分有一些问题的话，都可以提出，就是我们欢迎老师们就是跟我们多多交流，这样子。现在是 Q&A session。对，如果老师有问题的话， 是，老师请说。
那个这样子听得到哈？那请问一下，就是说，我们如果去那边，然后那个 MMR 的那个疫苗证明是要什么样的格式吗？还是说医生有一个施打证明就好了？就是说有什么固定的格式？就是说，好比说他们有时候是学校会有一个格式让我们医生会去填。那不然的话，就是我们就是在医院如果有施打的证明，那就是医生出一张证明，这样子就 OK 吗？
对，
对，
那
医生是
对这个部分，我们在跟校方这边确认，然后我们就在群组跟老师们做回复，就是统一跟大家做回复。一张多使用说只有代码的文件，对，所以我们这边会再跟校方确认一下。对。
然后再有一个问题就是，我刚想了，现在又忘了，等一下，
没关系，
好，我想到我再问一下哈。
好的，没问题。
哦，对，QR code，刚才那个 QR code 可不可以再放一次？因为学校 ASU 它有一个让我们填资料表。
哦，我们看一下哦。老师这边有连结，我们提供连结给老师这边做点选。对
，OK， 因为刚才那个填到一半，然后就不见了。
没关系。
好，谢谢。
好，我们也会在群组里面，就是贴在把这个连结贴在群组里面。对。
请问还有其他师长有问题想要请问，就是询问的吗？或是不清楚的？对，如果没有的话，那我们会议就今天先到这边，不耽误大家不耽误大家的时间。对，那如果还有什么问题的话，可以在直接群组里面发问。这次会跟大家老师一起去 ASU 随行的人是我叫 Ellie， 然后还有 May， 就是我们2位会跟大家一起到 ASU 这边，有什么问题的话都可以欢迎随时来问我们2个这样子。
对。就是如果老师们有什么问题的话，都可以在群组里面做回答。所以就是建议，我目前看好像群组里面好像也还没有全部的老师加入，所以就是如果有些老师已经认识某些老师的话，也可以就是提醒老师们，就是一定要加入我们的群组，这样我们就是统一公告事情的话，才能让每位老师得到第一手的消息，这样子。观察或者更多提升产量，或者是老师有关有些老师在说明。第一点就是最终结业式典礼之外，平常的穿着简单及business casual 即可。对，这第一点是没错的。然后第二点的话，就是可能日资费的部分还是以贵校这边为主。对，就是交通的日资费这边还是以贵校这边核可为主。对，因为我们基金会这边目前是只有因为当时就是我们公告简章的时候是说我们这边只有负责相关的课程的费用这样子。那如果日资费跟任何交通机票费用的话，还是以贵校的机制就是为主，所以我们这边可能就是不便回答这一块。对。
另外，我想要补充说明一下有关于饭店的事情，就是ASU 这边推荐是住 Hyatt 跟 Graduate Hotel 那2间。那因为建议老师们其实也可以自己上他们的官网去看这个 rent 的部分，因为它上面是写175一天175左右，但是其实实际上现在我们订出来是就是 early bird，然后还有一些 membership 的优惠，所以其实基本上应该不会到那么多。然后也可以再比较一下说，SU 到时候提供的那个饭店的住宿连接这一块，然后老师再去决定说你们要订哪一间，这样子就是看你们日志费可以付到多少钱，然后再看要去预定哪一个方案，都是可以老师自行再去做比价跟选择的。
就是饭店的部分，我们其实弹性，今年的弹性度非常大，所以老师们就是都可以看自己的这边的需求为何做一个预定。那就是校方这边提供的2间的饭店都是因为第一个的优势是因为离学校比较近。那如果就是老师的预算或是就是在那个饭店的金额跟老师的预算是在之内的话，就是所以他们也会希望说推荐老师住在那边。对，那如果说就是老师的预算可能会低于那个饭店的所公告的价格的话，其实老师也可以选择看看其他附近的相关的饭店这样子。好，那想询问各位老师还有相关的问题吗？对，因为想说也不要打扰老师们，就是后续的行程，因为我们都知道老师们都非常的忙碌。对，
好，那如果没有其他问题的话，
哇
我们今天的说明会就到这边。那后续还有什么问题，或是想到什么忘记要问的话，都可以欢迎随时老师在群组里面告诉我们这样子。OK，谢谢老师，大家拜拜。